What's up, guys? I'm going to keep this one quick for today, but I just want to touch on the topic of how positive self talk will change your life. And it will, it's guaranteed to. So, how can we implement this? And in general, what does it mean? Self talk is pretty self explanatory. You talk to yourself, it's the things that you say to yourself. Obviously, they don't have to be said out loud. It can be the way that you think about yourself in regards to your position in society, your relationships with others. It can be really with anything. Sorry, I was trying to make sure I'm on transparency mode. The self talk has many different modes of not transportation, but you know what I mean. It comes in many ways. It's not necessarily just you talking to yourself out loud or in your head. It appears in many different variations. The importance of optimizing this to the point where it's always positive is very, very large because there have been many studies. Here we go with this thing again. There have been many studies that show that there's a definitive correlation between the things that you hear and are told by other people or yourself, the things that you are told and hear. If you're told them enough times, you start to actually believe them. You start to internalize them and actually fully believe them. So if you can tell yourself something enough times, at some point, it'll really, really stick. That's the end goal. Positive self-talk is essentially a way to block out the bad things about what other people are saying and the bad things that you're thinking about yourself. Block those out. Bring in good energy. Reminds me of Happy Gilmore. So, if you can block out the bad things that other people are saying or that you're saying about yourself or that you're telling yourself and replace those with good things, primarily by telling yourself good things, but if you can get other people to say good things about you, that's good too. This is about self-talk. So, the way that you think about yourself is probably the most important thing that you can think as a whole. This is because you're constantly with yourself. You're never going to escape from yourself. You're never going to be alone from yourself. So it's very important that you like yourself. This should not come as a shock. If it does, I mean, I'm glad to shine some light on that for you. In general, though, the powers of self-talk are more extensive and expansive. One of those words is right. It's late, man. I haven't slept. One of those, yeah. So the powers are much larger than you may think. And it's not necessarily in what you can say to yourself, but it's more so on the repetitions and how many times you can tell yourself the same thing so that at some point you eventually believe it. I'm constantly throughout my day telling myself, oh, I'm the best. I'm absolutely the best. I'm such a great guy. I'm really good at blank. I'm so funny. All these things. Obviously, I'm not the best person in the entire world, but if I tell myself that enough times, there's an effect, and it's very clear. Even if, I understand that may sound a bit corny to you, but just hear me out. You don't have to do it when anyone's near you. You don't have to, another one is I love life. I absolutely love life. I say that to myself multiple times per day. You don't necessarily have to say it around other people or say it out loud even, but creating that consistency and that routine, the repetitions, saying it enough times, again, eventually you're going to internalize it and it's really going to stick and you're actually going to believe it. So if you tell yourself good things enough times, there you go. The same thing goes for bad things, though, which is why we want to avoid it. If you tell yourself that you're ugly, you're the worst, you're horrible, not social, people don't like you, enough times, you're going to start believing those things, and it's going to have a very negative effect on your health and how you are in general. It's very important to limit this, and I think that that is also a very big show of the power of self-talk as well, because the things that you can get yourself to believe, even if you don't necessarily want that to happen, are, it can be really anything. So I'm sure you're constantly sort of talking to yourself, thinking about yourself, or thinking inward throughout your day. Why not just make it positive? Mental health, guys, it's real. It's an important thing. You need to care for yourself mentally, physically. Both aspects. Don't slack off on any of them. Because you only get one body, you only get one mind, you only get one life. So definitely cherish it. Positive self-talk is one of the most important and most influential things that's going to help you better your life, better your self-image, and overall better your well-being. As you increase your belief of who you are, that reflects outward. So if you constantly are telling yourself every day, oh, I'm a super confident person and I love talking to people, even if you're the most introverted person in the world, you're going to gradually, just from that alone, you're going to gradually become less introverted. That's just what the data tells you. I'm not like saying these things without reason and without evidence. There's hard data that specifically shows a very strong correlation between the things you hear, how many times you hear them, and when you actually believe them. I really can't stress this enough. It's so important that you have a good self-image, because if you don't have a self-image that's good about yourself, there's almost no room for you to improve on any other aspect of your life. Self-image is such an important part of who you are as a person that it's simply cruel to let it go untouched, unmessed with, and importantly, unimproved. You can always improve your well-being, mental health, and beliefs on who you are as a person. That's all I've got for you guys today. I think probably I won't be able to make a video tomorrow since it's prom, and I'm expecting to be out pretty late. So I'll get to you guys Sunday night. Have a good weekend. If it's morning for you, have a good day. And if it's night, sleep well. Peace out.